corner.
Johnny Fisher alongside Tony Sims, his new trainer, after the Dave Allen double and that going back.
Oh,
these big punches from Balaz.
He's hurting. His legs all over the place.
And Johnny Fisher is bundled out, and that cook has flattened him inside the first 2.5
Getting up too quick. Getting up too quick.
Very, very quickly to his feet. 35 left in the round. He's got a hold there, Fisher.
Opted for run.
With Dave Allen, just checked his progress. Comes back with the left hand. Oh, and now Balaz is
That was low. That was low, though.
It's a point off. 1 point straight away. Referee Aurel Pina, and Balaz will have plenty of time to recover from this. Well, it's all happening.
And I think this suits Johnny. I think this little rest, he's hoping that Balaz takes 5 minutes, takes every second of it because he needs it.
One thing with Johnny Fisher, you can't take your eyes off it.
No, and he will let his hands go and he will try his best.
And that's why people get behind him, and Romford are with him, the family, the friends. But what about Ivan Balaz? And that good first round, has he shaken that off? A point off for Fisher.
Really increasing the tempo here, and I did think Balaz looked very tired.
And Balaz does go down in the 4th round. The tide has very much turned. Fisher in control, Balaz tiring, and this could be the moment for the Romford Bull.
Pick your shots. The instructions from Tony Sims in the full right down. Another one.
Second right hand. Balaz annoyed with himself. Looks at his corner. He will beat the count, but down twice. And on the verge now, Fisher, of the comeback victory. He's so badly hit. And it's done and dusted in Monaco. There's the heart. There is the menace of Johnny Fisher and what it means to these fans. He had a difficult start, but I tell you what, he's fired up and he wants a big 2026.
I tell you what, he's got a big set of you-know-what on him. He was in all sorts in that first round. The legs were unsteady in the second round, but that's how you close the show there.
He found himself in a hole early and he dug himself out of it. He listened to Tony Sims delivering good instructions, keeping it simple, land nice clean shots when he's there. And as soon as you've landed, get away. Don't stay there looking for the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th. Clean singles and reset. He did just that and he got him out of there.
Ivan Balaz gave it a good go in the first couple of rounds, coming in at very short notice. But Johnny Fisher gets the victory. Up some levels, Ajit Kabayel is back. Saturday, January the 10th in Germany. We're off there. I tell you, there's some cracking nights live on the Zone in the new year. I think there's a few you don't know about yet, Darren, but I'll be telling you in the break.
Is that going to be my Christmas present from you?
Tell you what, some fantastic first quarter of 2026, but Johnny Fisher will be part of it. It looked dicey early, but he got the job done.
And look, he showed something there, didn't he? He showed the will to win there. Powers of recovery. He was hurt, as we say. Balaz was exhausted, and he made him pay.
Well, he needed that. It meant a great deal. Knockout number 12 for Johnny Fisher, who's always good to watch. Great outside the ring, and look at that fire inside it. He wants it. How far he'll go, we don't know yet, and he doesn't know. But he's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Aurel Pina calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 1 minute and 19 seconds of round number 4. Declaring your winner by knockout, the Romford Bull Johnny Fisher.
Derek Chisora just behind us. Conor Benn here tonight. A lot of fighters. And Johnny Fisher, with respect to Ivan Balaz, who loses for the first time in his 2-year pro career. Balaz played his part the big man from the Czech Republic, but Johnny Fisher got the victory, Jamie, which was crucial.
Yeah, Johnny Fisher, congratulations, back to winning ways, back on track in Monte Carlo. How would you sum that one up tonight?
First of all, I want to thank the Principality of Monaco for hosting this event, and for all the people that have spent their hard-earned money to come and watch me, and to my opponent who was very game tonight. I just want to say one thing. Last year, about a year ago, I said, I'm not a Man City, I'm not an AC Milan, I'm a Stoke City. Well, it turns out I'm only a Romford United, but you get excitement every bloody time. So that's what we're going to do. Romford on the map, we're going to keep going, we're going to keep pushing, and there's many things I've got to do better, but that will come in time with my new trainer, Tony Sims.
You said, Johnny, you wanted to be back tonight to what you do best, be aggressive, bullish, be the Romford Bull, but in that first round, a little bit too eager, perhaps.
Very much so, too eager. When you're fighting big men like this, an undefeated opponent, they come out swinging themselves, and I left myself far too open. Maybe it's a bit of that layoff, 6 months out the ring, a bad loss last time, but one thing I'll guarantee, every time you watch me, you're going to get your money's worth. And I'm going to keep doing it, whether it's in Monaco, Saudi Arabia, Vegas, or my hometown of Romford. We're going to keep going and going and going until I can't go no more.
Eddie Hearn, a rocky start to the fight here tonight for Johnny Fisher, but measured, settled down in the end and got the stoppage. What do you think?
I don't think people realise how much pressure there was on him tonight after that Dave Allen defeat. You know, you losing here tonight, you're talking about, you know, where do you go? And I just said to him on the ramp, just take your time. And he did anything but that. You know, he wanted to come out aggressive, but he came out swinging. He walked onto a huge shot, got caught, had to survive, but he come through. And it's probably the experience that he gained over those 2 fights that allowed him to come through. He boxed beautifully at the end. Just take your time, get behind the jab, he can punch. You don't have to make it so exciting all the time. I know he loves to, but that was a really, really pivotal moment in his career tonight, because that goes the other way, and you don't get through that first round, you're banging trouble. And he showed a lot of heart to come through that, get back to his boxing. And one thing you're always going to get from Johnny Fisher is a lot of heart. He's going to be much, much better than that. That was a tough kid tonight. 7-0, undefeated. We know nothing about him. And he can punch. But you leave yourself open like that, you start trading up, you give people opportunities, and you can come undone. But I tell you what, tonight, I know I saw Big John earlier. Everyone was very nervous because this was a big moment for him. Get through, have a nice Christmas, and rock on for a big 2026.
You were nodding at me there, Johnny. Do you have a final thought you want to close on?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, my dad said to me on our morning walk this morning, everything we've built could come crashing down tonight, because you have one defeat and then you have two. Barry Hearn said it to me, your dad, you're only ever 2 fights away from retiring from this sport. So it was all on the line. So when I went down, something ignited in me. What my dad said to me, I think about what my granddad would have said to me, and I got through that, and it's testament to this man. He got through, Tony got me through that with the tactics as well. I've got heart, but the tactics will come, and we're building something good here.